All right, welcome back to the Calling here in Cincinnati. Andy Joseph joined by Rob Seigel again here at the booth for CFB. We're about to head into the quarterfinal, Rob. Are you excited for this?
I'm really excited. This is where it all boils down to, right, Andy? This is top 8. This is just competitive play, the best of the best throughout the tournament for the entire weekend.
Absolutely. So why don't we just head in? I think we got the game ready to go in a moment here. Super excited to check out what we got going. We have Andrew Yauger in 4th place playing Briar and Michael Hamilton in 5th playing Lexi. So this is a fun matchup. This is the aggro matchup that I love to see. So we're going to see potentially a quick game here depending on how this goes. Got to cast both of these players yesterday, obviously, making it through to the entirety of the end of the tournament here. So looks like Michael is going turn 1, thinking about his hand.
Yeah, let's see Michael and Lexi. Andrew's Briar here. Briar's going to go first. This is an interesting play, just an Inspire Lightning, right?
Yep.
This is not bad. I think this gives you a chance to just shock in 3 damage here.
Yeah.
If it's Inspire Lightning red, and then you don't give the opponent the opportunity to mulligan, essentially. You know what I mean? It's not really like a mulligan, but you stick the opponent with what they have in hand.
So those 2 damages, a yellow lightning
yellow,
surge.
got it.
And we're going to see a Honing Hood turn 1 activation to arsenal a card, Michael, at the end of Andrew's turn there. So potentially flipping over an ice card to give a frostbite. That's exactly what we're going to see. We see a red ice quake, powerful card in the arsenal there for Michael Hamilton on turn 1 here for him.
Very solid to get to use that Honing Hood there with the ice quake. You know, just to utilize getting a five card hand. The first to just really swing and swing hard. The frostbite token's what you want to be doing. We've been seeing it all weekend long. Ice quake's going to threaten another frostbite. It's going to give +3 because it's a red to the next attack action.
Yeah, very powerful here. So we're going to see Michael try and clear up that arsenal, I'm sure, to get an arrow in there with Shiver. So looking at what he wants to pitch, we're going to get a Blizzard Bolt to play this for 1 floating resource there. What are we going to load up after that ice quake? We do have the buff going on there, as well as the frostbite on hit. Shiver going to be activated to load a cold wave in arsenal. This is a card that I've said is very good against Oldhim with those defense reactions, right? But we are going to see it be used here in the matchup against Briar.
With
Dominate arrow. So we're going to see a 7 attack cold wave, I believe, coming in with the buff off of the ice quake, dominated and fused.
So cards and activated abilities, I believe, cost 1 more, like defense reactions or Summerwood Shelter would cost 1 to actually activate here. Cold wave could be pretty solid in a clutch play against Briar. If Briar has like Summerwood Shelter and Arsenal here to try to get around this dominated attack, which Andrew does not. He's gonna have to take 5 here. Was it coming in for 8?
It's coming in for 7.
7. So take 4. Gets another frostbite. Strips a card out of Andrew's hand.
You know the Winter's Bite is in the arsenal for Michael as well, which is really great because he's going to be able to flip that at the beginning of his turn, get another Frostbite token. 2 Frostbite tokens on Andrew's turn. Pretty debilitating for a hero like Briar. But we are going to see that red Heaven's Claws come in anyway, paid for in full with 2 cards from hand. Another Lightning Surge and a Rites of Lightning being used to pay for this Heaven's Claws coming in for 5.
This is smart, utilizing the what you have in hand. Still threaten some damage if this leaks over. This is that breakpoint damage of 5. It's either 2 cards, or you're gonna get an Embodiment of Earth and deal a little bit of damage here, which could be really pivotal for Briar. I think, especially against Lexi, that can dominate with just off the bow, dominate the arrows. Embodiment of Earth tokens really come into play effectively.
Absolutely. We're going to see the double block there.
Smart.
From Michael. And the card in the arsenal likely at the beginning of his turn going to be used here to flip and give another Frostbite. Winter's Bite, boom, again. Winter's Bite is a brutal card, man. Just asking your opponent to discard a card or pay is rough, right?
Yeah, it's a great card because, one, you're getting a Frostbite token on your opponent, slowing them down. You're also stripping 1 card from the hand, whether it goes in the pitch zone or the discard pile. And then we're going to see an Entwine Ice or 5, I think, not fused.
Not fused, just an Entwine Ice. If it was fused, it would have Dominate, but 5 attack is still respectable as well. 1 floating resource over there for Andrew. But that Frostbite token just chilling. Literally just chilling.
Just chilling. Seeing some great plays. Seeing some nice lines of play coming out from all of our players here at the Calling this weekend.
Absolutely. And it's good to see, oh wow, triple block here. Bramble Spark in the mix. And it's good to see Lexi have a good showing every now and again, right? This is a very hard hero to pilot. You really have to put all your resources and mental energy in shaping your hand and making sure that you have a good solid turn, putting things in your arsenal and setting yourself up. So it's always nice seeing Lexi perform. Health totals are looking quite even here. Neither hero able to be get a bunch of damage in early on in the game.
Looks like Andrew just arsenals and passes, leaves the Frostbite to melt away.
Exactly. See a Weave Ice come in here, not. We're going to see it paid for.
Oh, this is excellent, because if it's fused, it'll get Dominate off the Weave Ice as well.
Right. Weave Ice is going to give a buff as well as the fusion here.
Kind of looks like 7, right? 7 Dominate. If it's fused, which it is fused, the hero will, if it hits, will discard a card or have to pay 1 resource. Either way, it's stripping a card.
I believe it was fused, right? I think that's why he would have done the +1 on the Shiver there.
Yeah, he fused with, I believe, Winter's Grasp from hand. Yellow Winter's Grasp.
Yeah, Weave Ice is just such a powerful card. Like when you're able to set that up and get a really powerful string of attacks going. It's not a card you see super often. I'm sure players gobble those up earlier. It is a rare, but
takes all the damage there.
Yeah, take it all. Go down in 9. So I think Andrew's trying to return with a very powerful attack of his own. We see an Arsenal from Michael and draw up at the end there. Blue Arcanic Shockwave for a Vela Flash, revealing an Electrify for the fusion. Next, non-attack action can be played as an instant. Potentially that Electrify. So we're going to see, hopefully trying to string together an attack, get to that Rosetta Thorn for that coveted unblockable arcane damage that we've been seeing all weekend here.
Solid play here would be Flash Out, Electrify, refresh the action point, play something like Lightning Surge from Arsenal that would cost 0 resources to give go again. Make sure you get a 2-card block out of the opponent, and then come in with Rosetta Thorn with the last remaining floating resource for 2 arcane and 2 physical. Let's see how this play develops.
Yeah, that would be the ideal, right? You just want to string together this insane turn. We are going to see a double block potentially here from Michael, which is good news for Andrew, who's looking to string together a long turn here. I think he's double blocking, obviously, to prevent damage leaking in from the Electrify, which will be played in as an instant here. Yeah, there it is. There's the Electrify coming in.
Yeah,
on hit.
Yep, this will be just 2 and 2. Not an attack that has go again from Arsenal.
So we're just going to see the 2 and 2 from Rosetta Thorn. Michael deciding on how much he wants to take. We're going to see Runaways prevent 1 of that damage and just take 3 here. Go down to 15. Still looking healthy compared to Andrew's 9 damage, or 9 health, rather.
I think it's solid. You know, just being able to do 2 unblockable arcane is always solid. Did we see we saw the Runaways go?
Yeah, Runaways got popped to prevent 1 of those arcane.
Frostbite. There's the Winter's Grasp yellow we saw for the fusion on the Chilling Ice Vein.
That was an Arsenal pass from Andrew as well. So yeah, we're just seeing this. Oh, sorry, that was the end of Andrew's turn. So now we're seeing Michael's turn here. Amulet of Ice being used to pitch here to play a Winter's Grasp from Arsenal after revealing it and giving a Frostbite to Andrew.
I think this is a solid play. Just utilizing, you know, just analyzing your hand. You know, seeing what the best play is. You know, if I need a block with 2 or 3 cards. We just saw a 2-card block, and then be able to create a Frostbite to slow Briar down, and then still come in for 5 physical damage, threatening more of the life resource from Andrew.
Absolutely. Deciding how he wants to block here and how he can have a potent turn on the return here. Got an Earthlore Surge coming in for the block. It's going to be a couple bits of damage going to leak through there. Andrew can return the favor here. An aggro matchup. Not looking so good right now for Andrew. Dominated arrows can really start to get the job done. We do have Mark of Lightning still up, and Andrew does have that coveted deep blue over there. Lightning Press being pitched to Fuse an Arcanic Shockwave with a Lightning Surge. So it's going to deal an arcane damage and come in for 3 damage as well, physical.
This will be solid to get those arcane pips in for the embodiment of Earths. So also be a solid arsenal for Andrew for next turn to really set up a big turn. He needs to get 2 embodiment of Earths here to really stay in this ball game.
Yeah, agreed. The embodiment off the arcane damage always feels good. Potentially getting a second one is great as well. So we'll see if he's going to be able to get that second one here, if Michael's going to decide to block it out. Or try and close out the game with some go tall arrow attack. You know he's got a card in arsenal, so see how things go. Mark of Lightning as well, super powerful, great way to end the game.
I think you could safely just block this for 3.
Yeah, I agree. I think block for 3 seems like a solid thing to do here. Just give him that 1 embodiment token, call it.
Yeah, just keep chipping down damage. I think, right, when you start turning non-attack actions into basically like cards that can block like Sink Below and Favor Scene at 4, when you know, off the 2 embodiment tokens, you start turning non-attack actions into cards like that, like, you know, it's unless you're going for like a big dominated turn like you said, I think you just block here. You just block 3 damage here.
Absolutely.
Just keep chipping in damage. Try to keep making like frostbites. You know, I think you have a nice buffer of a health lead here. I don't think there's any reason to not block this attack for the full amount. Now, there is a scenario where like, and I'm seeing like Invigorate, I'm seeing like a couple of these, yeah. He's going to block 2, and I don't know how I feel about this. Oh, and we got a Lightning Press.
Yeah, it's a blue one, so it's not dealing an extreme amount of damage, but it is nice to get that extra damage in for Andrew here.
And that came out of Arsenal, I take it, because otherwise he would have pitched blue Lightning Press and played yellow Lightning Press, right? But yeah. That's one of those.
No, he did. He arsenaled, and now he's going to draw.
Yeah, now he's arsenaling that red Lightning Surge that'll be played next turn. So now Andrew has value. Hopefully he draws 2 or more non-attack actions, one that he can play next turn to turn the Rosetta Thorn on. He does have Go Again in his arsenal. Hopefully he can draw at least 1 to block with for 4 here for some value.
Yeah, absolutely.
Michael Hamilton really just needs to continue the chip train here, as you call it. You know, you're just chipping down the tree with attacks and arrows, leaking damage. Electrify's excellent with doing so.
Could potentially be a game-ending scenario here. We do have an Electrify coming from the arsenal, which is going to draw an extra card for Michael and deal 3 extra damage on hit into a Ball Lightning.
Oh yeah, this is a scenario you have to block this. You have to draw Mark of Lightning. This is going to do 2 damage here. If this is a red Lightning Press, this could be game.
There it is.
This is Mark of Lightning. Is going to deal 2 damage here. We did not have red Lightning Press. Red Lightning Press would have been game here.
Winter's Bite.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah, I like this too a lot.
I like this.
Discard a card, really get it out of the hand. Now, Andrew's okay to get rid of that amulet, though, and pay for it because that card can't block anyway. So,
right.
You know, he's going to pay for that, give it a little bit of recursion, leave it at the bottom of his deck. And not the best hit for Michael off the Winter's Bite there, but still not bad to make your opponent discard a card.
I think Andrew definitely has to have a non-attack action here, you know, to make sure that the weapon gets turned on. We'll see Lightning Surge coming in from Arsenal with Go Again. The attack is already played. We'll see if we can get a like another amulet of something, or no, just
2 from the Rosetta.
Just 2 from the Rosetta, and we're gonna see an Arsenal.
Yeah, now you got to be feeling good if you're Michael, especially as one of the only 2 Lexi drafters at the table. 4 people went into Briar at this table, something we saw
Wild.
at DFW last weekend. But now, you know, it seems like a lot of players here not really getting the best Briar deck that they were hoping for, I think, at this table. Get tempted by those Bramble Sparks and those powerful cards in the Briar deck, and you might want to go there. But, you know, these players that stay open and end up in Lexi or Old Time end up with really powerful decks then.
This is a good play here. Polar Blast creating the Frostbite. It also creates a scenario where Andrew has to decide if he's going to pay 1 resource or the next attack gains Dominate. If it's an arrow, the arrow can get Dominate regardless. So this just strips a card from the hand. I think you just let it gain dominate. Otherwise, Michael will be able to do +1 with dominate. So it looks like that's what happened here.
Filling Ice Vein. +1. Going to come in for 6 dominate right now.
Yep.
See if we fuse and get that Frostbite token as well. On hit. Or discard, rather. On hit. Or pay 1. So, yeah, this is a tough spot for Andrew, right? We're going to block with 1 card from hand and go down to that danger zone life total. Block for 2.
It looks like that's going to be GG's unless he's got a Summerwood Shelter, which you can't even use on there. But he's got the sigil,
The sigil from the
Arsenal.
The red one,
Beautiful.
too. And
Beautiful
paying for
play.
it with a Bramble Spark as well.
That's what you want to see. That's some excellent plays. You know, just in time for the dominate.
Absolutely.
Just in time. Michael Hamilton will take 1 point of damage from the sigil. Blocking the full attack here. This could be excellent. You know, we're going to see the Frostbite. He had a pitch to be able to play the sigil because of the Frostbite.
Right.
So that leaves Andrew with 2 cards in hand left, no arsenal. You need to be able to just come in with an attack for at least 4 here. Threaten a embodiment of Earth. And that's, unless you have another sigil in hand here. I think the best ideal thing here is like red Entwine Lightning or red Lightning Surge from hand for 4. And then arsenaling like another red sigil or a yellow sigil. So you leak over damage. Maybe the opponent just knows that they can get a dominated attack. Okay, Ball Lightning. Oh, I think Ball Lightning, you just swing with Ball Lightning.
Back with the blue.
Yeah, I'm
for
not
1 and 1 on hit.
Yeah, because it's gonna get a block anyway, right? Like this is gonna, if Michael just decides to take 2 here, there's no on hit effect. If Ball Lightning would have came through, he would have gotten a embodiment of Earth. But Michael just plays it nice and tight, nice and safe, blocks it up.
See if he can lock it up here.
See an Invigorate.
Good start.
Next attack that's fused gets +4.
Blake out. Dominated with the fusion.
Boy.
So +4 dominate. That's 9 dominate coming in right now, and that's going to be GG's.
And there's the handshake.
Yeah, that's a banger of a last turn there for Michael Hamilton. Love to see it. Andrew Yauger, quite the performance on Briar as well. But like I said, there's a lot of players at this table that drafted Briar, and I bet they are not super happy seeing how many of them were in the deck overall. But yeah, it ended up that way, and Lexi advances into the next round.
Excellent. Yeah, I think we're going to do a quick little break, and then we got a nice surprise of a round of Classic Constructed for you out of the old Pro Quest.
Yep, so we'll see you soon.
All right, we're back here at Cincinnati getting ready for the top 8. I'm joined by Riley Groth. First of all, congratulations on your top 8 here at the Calling.
Thank you very much. It's I'm in disbelief still. Yeah, I don't think it's settled in yet that I'm here.
Sometimes it takes a little while,
Yeah.
absolutely. So how did your day yesterday go and today?
So I ended up losing round 1 yesterday to somebody who also made top 32. And then I won out the rest of the day. So I ended up 7-1, winning 7 games in a row to make the top cut. Playing Briar, and I had only 1 piece of equipment, but a really solid deck, and it carried me the whole way through. And then for the cut to 64, I drafted Lexi because everybody was just passing me Lexi cards.
Right.
And I had a really, really strong Lexi deck. And I ended up going 2-0-1, almost pure ice. It was actually quite good. And I played Briar, so it was awesome. It worked out really well for me.
Yeah.
And then honestly, I just decided to do the same thing today. I think I fumbled a little bit at the beginning because I was trying to stay open, and then people were passing me Briar cards. And then we ended up only having 2 Briars in the pool.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was very surprising. We ended up with 3 Lexis, and I never knew because I just got past all of the Lightning Lexi cards. So I just made a Lightning Lexi deck, and I had really good sets of equipment both times. And those honestly carried me through. Like the Mark of Lightning was incredible.
Yeah, we've been singing that card.
Games, yeah.
We've been singing that card's praises all weekend long. It's looked amazing on camera. Do you have any shout outs you want to give before we get the top 8 started?
Yeah, I definitely want to shout out to my local Flesh and Blood community, South Central Pennsylvania. Represent, guys. Honestly, they've been supporting me, and a bunch of them are here as well today, hanging out and doing side events, and we all played in the main event, and it's been really cool. Obviously to my girlfriend as well. Give her a shout out. I'll be in the doghouse when I get home if I don't.
Well, if you bring home a trophy, that might help out just a little bit.
Yeah, right. I'll just sleep on the floor instead of the couch.
Exactly. Oh, one last question.
Sure.
If this top 8 goes the way you want it to, this draft, who's the hero that you're drafting?
I'm feeling very comfortable playing Lexi right now, given that I'm 4-1-1 drafting her. And I feel like a lot of people don't want her, so there's a good chance I'm going to get past a lot of powerful cards. I am scared, though, because I feel like Old Him is going to be probably a prime choice, and that's a very bad matchup. But I'm just going to draft my seat. I'm going to draft my seat, and whatever people pass me, I'm going to make the most of what I'm given. Got me this far.
Yeah, absolutely. Got you this far. It sounds like a really good strategy. Thanks for your time today, and best of luck in the top 8.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Back to the booth.